Students, welcome to class 10 CBSE NCERT syllabus. In this science subject, we are going to learn about chapter sources of energy. We have already known about the two parts, part 1 and 2. Today, we are going to learn about part 3. In part 3, we are going to learn about thermal energy and hydro energy. Students, first we are going to know about thermal energy. First we are going to know the definition of thermal energy. Thermal energy is the energy possessed by an object or system due to the movement of particles within the object or system is called as what? Thermal energy. Suppose we are going to consider a solid object. So in the solid object, the particles are in continuous movement. Due to the continuous movement of this solid particles of this solid, so they are going to getting what? Kinetic energy. They are having kinetic energy. That kinetic energy provides the thermal energy to the object. So every object is having its own thermal energy in the form of what? In the form of movement of particles. Okay. So the thermal energy is the energy possessed by an object or system due to the movement of particles within the object or system is called as what? Thermal energy. So now we are going to know about, after knowing the definition of thermal energy, we are going to know about thermal power plants. What are thermal power plants? We are going to know about them. So what you are observing in the video is, these are the thermal power plants. In these thermal power plants, coal is going to be burnt, and by burning the coal we are going to get what? Thermal energy. That thermal energy is going to be converted into electrical energy. So about that we are going to know about these thermal power plants we are going to know about now. So the power plants in which electricity is generated by heat or thermal energy by the combustion of coal and petroleum is called as what? Thermal power plants. So in thermal power plants, coal is going to be burnt, and in some other thermal power plants, petroleum is going to be burnt to produce the thermal energy. From that thermal energy, what we are going to get? We are going to get electrical energy. So what are thermal power plants? The power plants in which electricity is generated by heat or thermal energy by the combustion of coal and petroleum is called as thermal power plants. So a thermal power plant is a power plant in which the coal is burnt and by this water is heated. So we are going to know about here is a boiler is there. In this boiler, the water is going to be heated by burning the coal. When coal is going to be burnt, the chemical energy of coal is going to be converted into heat energy. That heat energy is going to be converting the water into steam. Okay. So a thermal power plant is a power plant in which the coal is burnt and by this water is heated. By burning the coal we are going to get thermal energy. This thermal energy is going to heat the water which produces steam. When water is heated, it is going to be converted into steam. This steam is used to spin a steam turbine. So when it moves to the steam turbine, so in the steam turbine by the heat of steam the power of steam is going to be used to turn the wheels of the turbines. Okay. So to spin a steam turbine which drives an electrical generator. Okay. Which drives an electrical which is converted into this steam turbine is connected to a generator. So generator is the device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay. So steam energy is converted into mechanical energy by steam turbine. So this steam turbine when turns converts steam energy into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy of steam is converted into electrical energy by the generator. Okay. This generator converts mechanical energy into electric energy. Thus, heat energy is converted into electrical energy in the thermal power plants. Okay. So first we are going to know the conversion of energies in the thermal power plant. So chemical energy of fuels is converted into heat energy. Heat energy is converted into mechanical energy by the steam. Then mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by the generator. Like this, these are the different forms of energies which are taking place or converted in the thermal power plants. So after knowing the thermal power plants, we are going to know about advantages of thermal power plant. Okay. So production of energy from thermal power plant is very easy. The production of energy, that is electrical energy, is very easy in the thermal power plants. Okay. Second one, the fuel used to generate energy is very cheap. Okay, coal is the cheapest source of energy. So the fuel used to generate energy in the thermal power plant is very cheap. Okay, these can be set up near any water resources. Okay, thermal power plants always set up near the water resources. Then another important advantage of these thermal power plants are it requires less space compared to hydroelectrical power plants. Hydroelectrical power plants need large spaces while thermal power plants need very less amount of space. Okay. So then disadvantages of thermal power plants. So these are responsible for pollution. When we burn the coal in the thermal power plants, they are going to produce the air pollutants like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, carbon dioxide. All these are responsible for pollution. So second one, continuous and large quantity of water is essential for the production of steam. In the thermal power plants, continuous and large amount of water is essential. So third one, maintenance cost is very high. The maintenance cost of this thermal power plant is going to be very high. So these are some disadvantages of thermal power plants. Students, after thermal energy, we are going to know about hydro power plants or hydro energy. So kinetic energy of running water or potential energy of water at height is another source of energy. So kinetic energy of running water. So wherever the water is running speedily, so that speedily running or fastly running water is having kinetic energy. Or potential energy of water. Potential energy means the stored energy from the ground level is called as what? Potential energy. Okay. So potential energy of water at height is another source of energy. So this kinetic, either kinetic energy of running water or potential energy of water is used to produce electrical energy. So now we are going to know about how hydro power plants. So hydro power plants converts kinetic energy of flowing water or potential energy of water at height into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy is so produced is converted into electrical energy by the generators. So like this, so hydro power plants are going to be converting kinetic energy or potential energy into first mechanical energy, then mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by the generators. So we are going to know this is the dam site. So wherever the dams are going to be constructed in between the hilly regions, or between the two hill regions or two mountains, so large amount of water is going to be stored. So this stored water is an example of what? Potential energy. So this stored water is going to be allowed to flow through the large tunnels which are going to be built underground. So whenever the large tunnels are going to be built, at the end of these tunnels they are going to be fixing a turbine. So whenever the large water flows in the turbine in the tunnels, so that is going to be striking the turbines. So when the large amount of water is going to be striking, so large amount of flowing water or fast moving water is having the kinetic energy. So this kinetic energy of water is converted into mechanical energy by the turbines. So when mechanical energy of the turbines is converted into generator by the generators to electrical energy, thus electricity is going to be produced in the thermal hydro power plants. So like this, we are going to be generating power in the hydro power plants or energy in the hydro power plants. So in the hydro power plants, the conversion of energy is as follows. First, kinetic energy of water or potential energy of water is converted into mechanical energy. Okay, so mechanical energy by the turbines. So this mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by the generators which are going to be present in the powerhouse. Okay, so this electrical energy is going to be supplied to the different cities and towns with the help of power lines. So like this, hydro power plants are also useful for us for the production of electrical energy. So students, now we are going to see in detail how hydro power is produced in hydro power plants. Okay, so this is the hydro power plant. Okay, for the production of electricity from hydro power plants, big and high rise dams are constructed on the rivers. So this is the thing, it is the river. So high and raised dams are going to be constructed across the rivers between the two hills. Okay, so high rise dams store river water in the reservoir by obstruction the flow of water. By obstructing the flow of water, the large amount of water is going to be stored behind the dams. Okay, because of obstruction, that is in dams, water level rises, and in this process kinetic energy of flowing water gets transformed into potential energy. So in the rivers we are going to see that river water is going to be flowing. That flowing water is having what? Kinetic energy. When we construct the dam, the flowing water, that is kinetic energy of the flowing water, is converted into potential energy. Okay, so water from high level in dams is carried to the turbines installed at the bottom of dam through pipes. So these are the turbines which are going to be installed in the bottom of the dams, and they are connected to a tunnels. So through these tunnels large amount of water is going to be allowed to pass through. So water falling from the very high makes turbines run. These turbines are run by high flowing water tides. Okay. Electrical generators attached with the turbines converts mechanical energy of turbine into electrical energy. So these turbines are always connected with what? Generators. So these generators have the capacity to convert the mechanical energy of these turbines to electrical energy. Energy so produced is transmitted through the electrical wires to different places. The energy produced here, electrical energy produced here, is transmitted through different places or different cities and towns through power lines. Like this, hydro power plant is a power plant which is going to be used to convert kinetic energy and potential energy of water into electrical energy. Advantages of hydroelectric power. So the sources of energy is free and renewable. This hydroelectric power is free and renewable source of energy because a large amount of water is available throughout the year. Okay, so because the water is going to be stored in the dams. So hydroelectric power does not use water at all. Water return to its own original place or to the nature again. So hydroelectrical power does not use water at all. Water return to its origin. Okay, that is after the use of electrical production of electrical energy, the water is allowed to go to flow through the rivers again. Okay, then third one, hydroelectrical power does not create any pollution to environment. Then fourth one, dams constructed by hydroelectrical power stations has also help in flood control. Okay, they are helpful in the dams are helpful for the controlling of flood and irrigation. So the water which is going to be stored in the dams is useful for the irrigation purposes, for drinking purposes of different cities and towns. Okay, so these are the some advantages of hydroelectrical power stations or power. Then another important advantage is hydropower plants produce clean energy. They are going to be producing clean energy. So flowing water is more reliable than wind. So this flowing water is more reliable than wind. So because wind is not continuously producing energy. So sometimes wind is fast, sometimes it is slow. Hence the production of energy is not reliable. So but the water which is going to be stored in the dams is reliable to produce energy whenever needed. So problems associated with hydroelectrical power stations or disadvantages of hydroelectrical power. So first one, to draw hydroelectricity, dam must be constructed in a limited number of places. Everywhere we are not going to construct the dams. So dams must be constructed whenever necessary, wherever necessary. Okay. Dams are constructed preferably in hilly areas so that hill can be act as a natural boundaries for reservoir. So this is the first problem which is associated with hydroelectrical power. Then second one, in the construction of dam, large of agricultural land and human habitations are got submerged. Okay, resulting in displacement of large human populations. So whenever there is a construction of dam is going to be taking place, behind the dam, a large amount of water is going to be stored. So it is going to be covering hundreds of miles together. So in that area, large agricultural lands of the farmers are going to be submerged. Human habitations are also got submerged, resulting in displacement of large human populations. Okay, so this is the major problem for construction of dams. Then third one, in the reservoirs many trees are submerged which destroy large ecosystem. Okay, so whenever these dams are constructed in the forest areas, So in that reservoir, water reservoir, large amount of plants are going to be submerged, so which will destroy large ecosystem. So then another important disadvantage is vegetation submerged because of water in the dams rot under anaerobic conditions. So whenever there is a reservoir is there in behind the dams, in that reservoir of water large amount of fauna and flora are going to be submerged. So they are got as they are escaping from aerobic respiration, and they are rot under the anaerobic conditions and give rise to large amount of methane gas, okay, which makes greenhouse effect worsen. Okay, large amount of when methane gas is released to the environment, it is responsible for the greenhouse effect. So these are the some important disadvantages or problems associated with hydroelectrical power.